Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 483. My name's Rob Hoback. That's Post Malone. We're happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it's a 2 for Tuesday. That's our reminder to be nice to other people. We're going to try and do it twice, randomly. When people show up, they're like, okay, let me bless you. What do you need? Yeah, and don't worry about whatever you give is coming back, but you can't think about that when you're doing it. Just do it, right? All right. This day in history has some significance as well. This is the anniversary of when Nelson Mandela was released from prison. Obviously, a big moment in our history. Um, 30 years ago, Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson in sports history. That's one of the biggest underdog upsets of all time, right? And we did a daily discipline on that. I went back and tried to find it. I couldn't find the exact number because I didn't do a very good job of recording my notes. But nonetheless, he was 42 to 1, 41, 42 to 1 underdog. Everybody thought Mike Tyson was just going to roll, except for Buster Douglas. He believed it. And he channeled that positive energy from his mom, who just passed away. It's awesome, right? We're capable of a lot more than we think we are, for reals. Anyway, so that's just another reminder. First things first, I'm still the realist. You know what else I am? Fiery. That's fire. Huh? Yeah. And the reason I did this is because I'm moving, I got a fiery personality. Like things like get me, and it's like, no, I'm going to say something about that. It's the last night I got a little fiery at practice, and I was working with our second best player, and I got him upset. Kind of felt bad about that, but he got frustrated. He was really upset. It's because I just kept pushing him. Like he needs it, right? Like even in first grade, you can think that you're better than you are, and like you don't need to learn anything else. You got to learn, right? He'll be all right. My thank yous go out that I have vision, right? And I don't just mean that I can see. I mean, like I can see things that other people can't see, right? I'm thankful for, my ability to, see connections and see possibilities and then to take action on those. I'm also thankful for 60 Minutes because 60 Minutes, I forgot to mention this yesterday, there was a replay of this special on Easter Island where they have these statues called the Moai. And nobody really understands. You've got people that, the indigenous people have been there for like 1,000 years, and they said that they would make these, but that there's a spirit. Their spirit is called mana, right? And so, it's like, it's basically the same story. It's just different, right? And so it's like, look, they get it, and they're like, look, if you stand there by those moai, like you'll feel it too. And so it's what we believe, right? And you got to have a belief system. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for another example of when you focus on the right things, good things happen. And there was also a very interesting exchange with this indigenous, the mayor of the town on Easter Island, who was talking to Anderson Cooper. Anderson's like, they just look like statues. And he's like, of course, you're like one of these really well-disciplined animals that just works in the city. Like, it's true, right? I bet that guy probably enjoys his life a lot better than the rest of us. I'm also thankful for the Irish Tornado who reached out and asked me a very interesting question. And it was, he asked me, what it was like if I ever had meltdowns combing Addie's hair. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, right? Not only did we have, it was awful, right? Crying, I was getting frustrated. And we made the decision together, Sissy and I said, we're not going to fight about this every morning that you're here. We're going to make this our special time. And unfortunately, now she brushes her own hair and, like I get to brush her hair, but not like I used to. And her hair's a lot shorter. So it's just interesting that Irish Tornado, with all of his fatherly advice that he's bestowed on me on the year, asked me about something that I had a great story. But like, yeah, there was all kinds of stuff. And Detangler, definitely our friend. All right, real talk. The real talk is, there's some things we just don't know, right? So it's, I talked about it earlier, what we call the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. I call it the juice. They call it mana. Let's just chalk it up as we don't know, right? Like there are things that we don't know. We know that we're all connected. I was watching something briefly the other day about sand. They had it in a controlled environment and they applied energy, wind, and you could see the sand communicating with each other. It was kind of territorial, like you stay over here. We're all connected. There's an energy that we just don't understand. It doesn't matter what you call it. It matters that you understand that it's there and that there are things that when you think something's happening, there's a pretty good chance that's actually what's happening, regardless of what somebody says. And we have to learn to trust our instincts. We need to be thankful for it. And like for me personally, the lesson is don't get hung up on it, right? Don't get hung up on if that's Jesus talking to you, or if that's God, or that's the Holy Spirit, or if it's Mama. Who cares? There's a voice in there, and when it's positive, you got to listen to it. When it's negative, you say no thanks. Pretty simple, right? With that, we're done for the day. Hands up, peace out, we're better together. I appreciate you stopping by on a 2 for Tuesday. When the mana or the spirit or the juice tells you, hey, help that person that you run into today, take action. Trust me, you'll feel better, and then leave us a comment below, for reals, all right? And then I'm going to ask you to pray for something. I came across a property, and I just have these visions about it. I can't stop thinking about it. And it's an old abandoned elementary school that I think would be perfect for the Ville. Perfect. And so, I've been praying on it. I'd ask you guys to pray on it, and we'll just see where that goes. All right. We'll see you tomorrow on a hump day. Love you, Aunt Barb. Deuces.